Imagine a project so massive, so logistically insane, that it would be nearly impossible to pull off even with today's technology. Now imagine one man over 4,000 years ago being tasked with building it. This is the story of Noah's Ark. But forget the simple children's tale of a happy boat with giraffe heads poking out. The real story is one of the most awe-inspiring feats of faith, engineering, and survival ever recorded. First, let's set the scene. The world, as the Bible describes it, had become deeply corrupt. But one man, Noah, found favor with God, and he was given a mission: build a massive vessel to save his family and the animal kingdom from a coming catastrophic flood. Now, the first thing that gets lost in translation is the sheer scale of this project. We're told the ark was 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. That might sound like ancient jargon, but in modern terms, that's about 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet tall. To put that in perspective, this wasn't a rustic wooden barge. It was longer than a football field and had a total volume close to that of 570 standard railroad stock cars. Its proportions, length to width to height, were so perfectly balanced for stability that shipbuilders would use similar ratios for centuries to create vessels that could withstand monstrous waves. For decades, likely 70 to 80 years, the sound of Noah's hammer was met with ridicule. He was building a ship in the middle of dry land for a flood he couldn't prove was coming. The psychological weight of that, the loneliness, the doubt, the constant mocking, is almost unimaginable. Then came the logistics. The cargo wasn't crates, it was life itself. The Bible says pairs of every kind of land animal and bird came to him. Think about the housing. Specialized enclosures for predators and prey. Think about the food storage, enough for every species for over a year. Think about the water supply and the waste management. This wasn't a pleasure cruise. It was a floating biosphere run by an 8-person crew. And then, the rain started, and the fountains of the deep broke open. The real terror of the flood wasn't just the water rising, it was the sound. The sound of the world outside being erased, the cries going silent. And then, just the relentless, echoing noise of water against the hull for 40 days and 40 nights. Inside the ark it was dark, cramped and monotonous. A year and 10 days trapped in that ship, caring for the animals, trusting that the world outside wasn't gone forever. The faith required wasn't just to get on the boat, but to stay on it, day after uncertain day, waiting for a sign of dry land. Finally, the dove returns with a fresh olive leaf. Hope. And when Noah finally steps out onto the fresh new earth, the first thing he does is build an altar. Not a house for himself, but a place of worship. So, what's the real takeaway from this story? It's not just about a God who judges, it's about a God who provides a way out. Noah's story teaches us that true faith often looks like hard work in the face of ridicule. It's about preparing for a future you can't yet see, based on a promise you choose to believe. Your ark might be that project, that decision, that leap of faith that everyone else thinks is crazy. It might be the commitment to build something, a family, a business, a character that can withstand the storms life will inevitably bring. The story of Noah reminds us that salvation often requires getting in the boat and trusting the one who closes the door behind you.